Welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragon's here, and I'm going to be playing some of Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection. I would start from Assassin's Creed 1, but I don't have that. I don't know if you can access it on PS5. I don't know, but I'm going to start with Assassin's Creed 2, so I can play as Ezio. So yeah, then I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Then if I ever get the remaster of 3, I will be playing that. So yeah. Let's just see what we can do. To try and see how we can actively get through the game. Alright, let's get through the story mode already. Alright. You know what? I don't know much about
a war I never knew.
I don't know much about the Assassin's Creed series, if I'm being honest. I do have some of the games, but I've never really played them. The
anime showed me the truth.
But yeah, let's just see what we can do.
Things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact. One of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change.
You know what? Honestly,
when they first brought me here,
I want to try and play Assassin's Creed 1 whenever I get the opportunity to. That's the main thing I really want to do. Because I don't know the full lore of the Assassin's Creed series.
And maybe I don't have to.
Especially with all the Desmond stuff. I know bits and pieces here and there, but that's about it.
She's gone now. It's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters.
I don't know much about.
I don't know what will happen to
anything to do with the Assassin's Creed series other than
all I
bits
know
and pieces.
Is I need to get out of here, and I need to do it
yeah.
My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
One thing I do know about the series is that Desmond uses a device called the I think it's called the Animan, I think. So yeah, let's just see what we can do.
Lucy, where have you been?
Why
did they...
Now.
I really want to play Assassin's Creed 3. I have it on my Switch. I just never got around to playing it. I think I've heard that Brotherhood takes place before 3.
We have maybe 10 minutes.
So yeah.
Before they figure out what I've done.
If
we're not out of here and on the road before then.
Wait, we're leaving?
What do you mean, Lucy?
I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
Yeah, it's called the Animus. I got the name wrong. Let's just see what we can do. To try and get through all of this. Also, keep in mind, if there's any future errors for my Walking Dead series, keep in mind, this is recorded before I got them all uploaded, but if there will, just try and watch the stuff, the playthrough through other channels. I just don't know if it'll have any errors for me or not. I got it all recorded and stuff. I just don't know if I will be able to upload them all, because with my stuff with the New Frontier, yeah, it gave me some issues with one of the last few videos that I had recorded, but still. I feel so weirded out how I'm currently watching a birth for a kid that isn't even mine. And never will be mine, considering I'm assuming this takes place hundreds of years ago. And I'm only 20. So yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Shh, my love.
I'm assuming that's Ezio, right there.
Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
Let's see what we can do here. Wow, he's already a little assassin, before he can even walk.
A fine set of lungs.
What shall we call him, my
He's already got assassins skills from the second he's born. Bull crap at that point. You know, I doubt that with everything in me. You know, like that would actually be possible in the real world anyways.
Get up.
You know?
Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time. Desmond.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that he would need a second after technically just living through a second birth. You know? Like, I wouldn't doubt that that Desmond would need a little bit after something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure he just watched himself
Really
get
getting out of here,
born
huh?
again. So yeah, that's already weird enough.
Decorators.
Oh, R2 is to run.
Stay close.
I was wondering why, when it was going to teach me that, but yeah.
This door. I'm calling it in.
I don't think you're doing much, buddy. Like,
There's been a breach in
I
the
think your
research
fingers are a little
Over
too
here.
fat for something like that.
Hey,
So
There
yeah,
they
let's
are.
just get out of
Don't
here.
let them get away.
Holy crap, she has some skills on her. Like, you know, considering her
Holy
build,
shit.
I wouldn't expect her to, you know, be so skilled at combat. You know? I was more expecting her to be on the more technical side, considering, well, she does work on the Animus. And I was expecting, like, Desmond to be the
what
combatant,
about the cameras?
for
I rigged them
Lucy.
to loophole
You know?
footage. How do you think I managed
Um,
to hide all your nighttime snooping?
So
from
yeah, I'm gonna
Sterling?
pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Let's just
So I
resume the
told.
game real quick.
But they're on to us now.
But yeah, as of right now, I'm uploading the first video of the final season of The Walking Dead. As of the recording of this video,
Careful.
and I just had to check up on it real quick, just to see how well the progress is going. You know, because I don't want to take any risks.
Follow my lead.
So yeah,
Keep an
let's
eye
just
out
see
for
what we can
security.
do.
I'd rather avoid a fight.
Honestly, for the final season of The Walking Dead, there's only like 4 videos in each episode for what like 3 or 4 episodes per like season episode.
Hold on.
And right there. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
How many are there?
With the only episode that have 3 videos in it is just the final one.
Is it
So yeah.
Nemesis
Or at least I think that
What
anyway,
do you think,
if I'm
Lucy?
remembering
Lucy?
correctly.
What do they need?
You know?
Desmond.
Alright, let's just try and see what we can do to keep up with Lucy. You know what? I always thought that Lucy was kind of a dumb name.
Fuck. I thought this
Like, don't
card
get me
would
wrong,
work.
it's a pretty
Must
name,
be
but
on a
I
separate
just
system, and I don't
really
have the
hate the
code.
name Lucy.
Wait.
Probably because of the sheer cringe factor of, you know,
Shit.
how it was revealed in the Lego movie. That's probably got a little bit of bias for me.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think that'll be explained
something.
either, if I'm being
What was
honest.
that in the Animus?
Um,
Subject 16? Ezio, Audi something?
I think we've been wrong. all
Ezio.
along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the
Like, he's one of the...
Templars,
I'm pretty
they're
sure
only part
Ezio is,
the
like, one of the
problem.
most pivotal
mean?
characters in the
I'll explain
entire
when we get there.
series,
Get where?
considering he's had multiple games. So, yeah, clearly he has to be one of the most pivotal characters. Am I gonna have to fight? Yeah, let's just try and fight these weirdos already. Just have to win this fight. I don't know the combat in, you know, Assassin's Creed games. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, maybe it gets a lot easier in the past segments and, like, studies or whatever. Maybe it does. Let's just try and take out these losers already, so that way I can win. Yeah, I don't know what to do past this. Well, Desmond is a pretty skilled combatant. I will give him that. I wasn't expecting much from him, considering he didn't
It's
fight
for your own
with
protection.
Lucy earlier.
Man.
So yeah.
We're almost there.
Why does Desmond have to get in the trunk of all places? That seems more like a kidnapping, if anything. You know? You know what? I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. You know what? I'm gonna wait for this cutscene to get done, actually. first.
Thanks for that. It was great.
Honestly, I'm really liking this game so far. But yeah, I don't know what the other games have in store for me. I do have a lot of other Assassin's Creed games past the ones in the Ezio collection. I just need to get a couple more so that way I can structure the series in the way I want it to. You know?
The other assassins, they'll
but
do
yeah.
what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day,
Alright,
more
let's
of
see
us
what we
die.
can do.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to
I
train
just
you.
gotta try and get through
Turn
all
you
of
into one
this.
of us.
And just
What?
try and finish
No.
up everything.
No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was,
I
it
mean,
would take months.
that is
Years
true, but
even.
I got through that fight
No,
with you,
not
Desmond.
with the Animus.
And I think you're kind of skilled. Though not as much as what Lucy clearly
But I'm
is.
just one guy.
You know?
Sometimes,
Uh,
that's all you need.
Let's just try and see what we can do.
So
I gotta
that's
wait
why
on
you
Lucy
found
to get up those stairs.
My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow
Yeah,
in his footsteps,
Ezio.
you'll learn everything he
Um,
did, just like he did.
Why are you just
Years
standing
of
there,
training
Lucy?
Absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of
I'm so
Abstergo
confused
and
on
brought
why
me here
she's
just
just
to make me an
standing
assassin?
here. Instead of actively...
Look,
Oh,
there's more to it than that.
it was waiting for a
but it'll have to
cutscene.
wait.
Makes sense.
Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was going to convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
Yeah, might want to clean off your shirt a little bit because you got a little blood on you, Lucy. So you might want to clean yourself up a little.
You made it.
Before giving somebody else a hug.
7 years.
Considering
Indeed.
there might be some diseases in that
back.
blood that you might not know
So
about.
this must be the
So yeah,
infamous
don't want to take
Subject
that risk.
17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's
Nice
been
to meet you,
lovely
Sean
chatting,
and
but if you don't
Rebecca.
mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious.
Let's just see what we can
Doubly
do.
so these days.
We've got everything
With
set
this,
up and ready, Lucy.
I'm assuming that
Just say
that
the
chair
word
is
and
an
we'll get
animus. I'm
Here,
assuming.
I brought you something. A
Um,
parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core. This is amazing.
Yeah, memory
Their
cores
data,
aren't.
Things are gonna go
Wait,
a lot faster.
are memory cores
I'll
like
get
the
to work
one,
on
like
merging the code.
actual memory in the real world, or are they like to link Desmond to his past lives? I have no clue what to do about that or how to feel about the memory cores. So yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna go for the 100% completion on this game, or any Assassin's Creed game because those are pretty lengthy, from what I've heard, and that would just take way too long. So I don't want to spend countless hours trying to 100% all this stuff because I've heard that there was like some weird feather quest that you got to do, that takes multiple hours to get done. Yeah, I am not doing that just to, and I've heard that the reward for it is like pretty weak. So yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to do that if the reward is weak.
What's all this stuff for?
This
So
stuff,
yeah, let's see what we
Desmond.
can do.
Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge
Screw
of
you,
maintaining our
Sean.
knowledge archives.
You
It's
did
like a
not need to
digital
be so
library.
snarky
You'll be
about
riding
it.
shotgun with me
You
while
know,
you're in the
you could have at
Andes.
least
So if you come
told me
across
what it
anything of
is.
note, people,
You know?
places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's get over to Rebecca real quick to see what she's doing.
Hey, Desmond, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know what to
Wondering Your
do.
role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster,
Honestly,
too.
Rebecca seems like a pretty interesting
Anyway,
character.
take a seat when you're ready,
You know,
and we can get started.
I
just
don't
need to
know
make a
much about
few
Desmond
more
though, considering I never
adjustments.
played the first game. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Wait, I have to talk to Lucy too? Where even is Lucy? I am so confused right now on where Lucy could possibly be. Considering, well, I didn't see her in that room, so yeah, I just have no clue where she could possibly be right now. You know what, let's check downstairs, considering there might be something for Lucy down there. Considering I don't see any interactable doors right now. So let's try and find Lucy wherever she is. Alright. Maybe I can try and find her in this weird assorted mess of boxes and crates. I don't see her anywhere, so yeah, I just don't know where Lucy could possibly be right now. I'm not risking it with the elevator. I don't want to risk that right now. Wait, no, that's not an elevator, that's a truck. Yeah, I don't know where Lucy's at. Yeah, I really want to try and, work with some of the assassins already. Considering that's a namesake of the entire series in Assassin's Creed. So, yeah, it only makes sense that I would want to play as the assassins. It would only make sense at that point. Instead of just some guy who's somehow connected to them genetically. You know what? I don't know where Lucy's at. Alright, I know I have to talk to everybody. I just don't know where everybody is. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick to look up where Lucy's at. Alright, I couldn't find anything conclusive. Oh wait, here's Lucy. I spent all that time
listen,
trying to find her and she was
say
right
thank you.
there.
And,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ, I feel so
Sorry.
stupid.
Yeah, before.
So
Everything
yeah.
at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't
Honestly,
ready.
let's just see what we can do.
No.
I gotta
Going
get
through all
up to
that,
the Animus.
knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Alright, let's just try and get hooked up to the Animus already. To see what I can do. Because honestly,
how
I
does
just
this
want to get
work?
this all done.
Of
I want to
course.
finish up this
Deep
game.
breath.
Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean,
Well,
here we go.
Honestly, I've had some IV put into me before. That almost instantly knocked me out as soon as they got it in properly. They had to give it like a couple attempts before I could actively get into like the stuff that they needed to get done. But yeah, like it really knocked me out quick. Like whenever they say all that stuff knocks you out, it really does. Oh my god, I couldn't feel, see, or hear anything for what I can only assume hours. Like, I don't even remember what happened during that time. Like, genuinely, I don't. Like, it was for some procedure I needed to get done, that's why I had the IV. Because, I don't want to go into specifics. But yeah, I had to get, like, some kind of procedure done that required me to be knocked out. But yeah, that's the main reason I had the IV. You know what? I want to try and turn on subtitles. Alright, that's credits, stats, HUD, controls. You know what? It might be in general. There we go. It is in general. Let's see what I can do.
Silenzio, my friends. Silenzio.
Yeah, and that might help with the translations
Do you
too.
know what brings us here tonight?
So yeah.
Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viere.
Honestly,
Just talking about
so far I'm really liking
Surprised to see you here.
Ezio. So far, anyways.
I thought the Pazzi hired
You know,
others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries
So
for
yeah, let's
guards
just
when
see
there's
how we can get
trouble.
through all this.
Gotardo. Afraid to handle things yourself.
Your sister seemed quite
Honestly,
satisfied with the handling I gave
I
her
just
earlier.
really like this game so far. It's pretty fun, you know, for the story. Dude, a rock. What damage could a rock do? Pretty decent damage, considering obvious reasons. Alright, let's just try and take out these weirdo, pompously dressed users already. Just try and take them out. Okay, let's just do whatever I can to win. Because I'm not letting anybody, you know, get out of here. Wait, I can... Now it's giving me combat controls? And it didn't in the fight I had earlier? What the heck is that supposed to help me? You know, at that point, I was in an entire fight earlier, yet they didn't even bother giving me those combat controls then. What was the point? You know?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
And
I mean, I know how to fight. I played games for, I want to say,
Let's see how many of them you can ruin
14
before
going
they get
on
the rest of them.
15 years now. Because I've been playing games since I was like 6 or 7 years old. Do not make that joke. It's the actual age I started gaming. It was just sheer coincidence, if anything. Alright, let's just try and take out these losers. Alright, I gotta just try and take out some more of these weirdos. Okay, let's just try and take out whatever I can. I don't want to lose too much health, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's just try and headbutt some of these losers. Yeah, I don't want to lose too much health, so I don't die. Yeah, I'm not too particularly good with the combat in this game. Alright, there we go. How are they losing to, what, 2 guys? You know? And I don't even have any weapons either. I'm assuming that they do have weapons themselves. You know, considering they do look rich enough for something like ample weapons. So yeah. Let's just try and take out these losers already. I gotta try and grab one of them, because I want to headbutt them. Okay, let's just try and do whatever I can to get past this fight. Man, how am I winning this fight? I've done a large portion of the work. Okay, let's just try and win this. I gotta wait for my health to get back up, though. Okay, let's just try and take out these losers.
Fall back!
Oh. I just barely won that by the skin of my teeth. Just one more full hit, and I would have
Let the
lost.
doctor decide.
it's not
Like,
necessary.
genuinely,
Besides,
I
I've
would
no
have lost
money
if I
for
had
this
just taken
doctor of yours.
one more hit.
Wasted it on
I
the
am
wine.
so
I wouldn't
lucky.
call it wasted.
You know,
Some
like,
flooring
I
then.
blame it on luck, I guess.
Search
Because
them.
I would have
There's bound to be
most
something
certainly
about it.
lost if that fight even went on for like a second more. You know? Alright, let's see what I can do. Oh. Let's loot these weirdos to see if I can get 200 Florians. That's 10 Florians. Let's see if there's any more than just 10. Well, that's more than 10, but not much better. 11 is 161 Florians. Holy crap. 132. I'm looting more of these people. Yeah, that was 100 Florians right there. Yeah, I am looting more of these people. So I can get as much money as possible. Yeah, it would be stupid of me to not get as much money as possible, like, early game. considering I need 200 and I have over 200 extra. Yeah, that's 8 Florines right there. Well, that was just sheer luck, if anything, that I got past that fight with 1 health bar
Hurry,
left.
Ezio. The sooner we're done with
If
the
I would have just
doctor,
taken one
the
more hit,
sooner we
I would
can
have
sleep.
most certainly failed. Alright, let's go to the doctor already and just see what we can do. Alright, just gotta follow him. Federico? I think that's how you pronounce his name. So let's just try and get out of here. Yeah, I'm not good with the parkour stuff just yet. Okay, seems like I gotta go to free run. Yeah, let's just try and get out of here. Yeah, I gotta just try and build up my skills as an assassin already. When am I gonna launch myself into haystacks? Like, when am I gonna get to do that? Alright, let's see what I can do. Yeah, I'm just completely new to all this stuff. Like, I don't have much experience with the Assassin's Creed series. Like, I've played a little bit here and there, but that's about it. So, yeah.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Come on, Federico. Honestly, valid response, Ezio. Yeah, if you were wondering what he said, go F yourself.
This way.
So yeah, but, you know, far more explicit than what I said.
Indeed.
So yeah. Let's see what we can do.
They are.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. You know what? I wonder how I'm supposed to save in this game. I have no clue how to save. Maybe it's that weird diamond I've been seeing. You know, throughout the game so far. I have no clue how to save past that, like manual save. Maybe I can try and do whatever I can here. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna end today's video here. I'm gonna end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.